All right, I told you that this guy is the biggest scammer on the planet. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG Technology Screens. I told you from day one, this guy is the biggest scammer on the planet. He's ripped off tons of his customers. He's lied to them. He's cheated them. Oh, anything you can possibly name, this guy has done. So basically, the paint we sent to him was his own product. It's his own paint made off a video that he made showing you how to make his product, which they call the black and white paint challenge. Let me show you here. This is going to the blackness, by the way. So this guy went in. He has a habit of saying he can make our products. He has a habit of saying that our products are scams and we're ripoffs and we're all these things. Mind you, we requested our black paint from him about a year ago and never ever received it because again, he can't send us black paint because you can back that up 100%. So right here, we sent him out the paint and he's the only one can sign for it. He refused it. It says if I refuse it, paint's coming back to us. Good, because we'll basically use it. But anyway, as I told you before, scammer, rip-off artist, scammer. His products match house paint. So this is what we asked him to, this is what came to him. Let's go over here and get down Crow 1176 black and white paint challenge. This was sent to him. This is his own video. So in this video, you will see him making a screen paint product. This is what's sent to him. And in the screen paint product, you will see that it has 2 tablespoons of black paint into white paint. This was what's sent to him. So all he did was just refuse his own product. That's what he did. Showing you that he's selling a product, number one, to his customers for like 90, 80, 60, one time $50. And he can't even put the product against his previous screen paints he had. It was supposed to go against the Cinemax, the Hybrid Mix, the Personal Mix. You know what? Because that stuff will match. That stuff will match his paints. So that shows you right there from the door, guy's a rip-off artist. He's been doing this stuff for years. And every time we turn around, we out him on doing something even more dumber, even more stupid. Different ways he rips off his customers. Now keep in mind, we don't have any demonstrations showing you how to make our products because we don't have any demonstrations showing how to make our products. I told you when we first started off, he gave us screen paints for free. So that's how we got a hold of that video. But taking the same paint that he showed his customers how to make, he couldn't even do the demonstration on that product because he knows all his products match, and they do. They're only off by 1 shade. That's basically about it. That stuff would have matched anything. So let's start making our mixture right here, as you can see. That's our mixture. This is us painting the screen in. And this is the screen laying up against the personal mix. That's the screen already painted in. And this is the screen laying up against the personal mix. You know why he refused that order? There's no way out of it. He can't tamper with it. He can't mess with it. He can't do anything to it. Because the lids were glued on. When you glue the lids on, he had to snap those lids to get them off. And we could tell he's been inside of it. He had to do a live unboxing showing his product against that mix. And I told you couldn't do it. I told you. Who put the bet out? Somebody put the bet out for basically that he was going to refuse. So I guess they got that bet for the refuse. So you can see the mixture we made, the free mix, is going against the personal mix that we paid for, and it blended in perfectly with no problem. Mr. Fernando, you might have refused that order, but those documents coming your way, you can't refuse those. They come with process servers. You won't be refusing those either. And when the police get there for the nonsense you committed and carry on and acted up with that control order, you won't be refusing that one either at all, period. Because when they come to that door, you have to come outside. Or they'll go inside. Now I'm taking your company to court because, again, we stated that your products are nothing but scams. That's what they are. So, Mr. Fernando, we'll see you in court for your company. We'll see you in court for copyrights. We'll see you in court for everything that you've done. You're in a lot of trouble, buddy. He refused his own paint. So, this is what we're showing you right here. This is what was sent to him. His own paint, his own product. One of them had an upgrade. It had mic in it, which means it had actual silver. So it was an actual real version of the Metallica Mix 2.0. And showing you the demonstration how we did the test ourselves on that black and white paint challenge, it matched our personal mix we have here. So as you can see, he refused the order. Told you. Can't back his stuff up. His stuff is fake. Y'all got ripped off big time. That guy scammed so many people, it's not even funny. And like we said, the Network Grade 773, that's his own mix. He refused. And another version of it is still his same mix that has mic in it. Now I find that interesting. That we're the ones that people want to call scammers at the end of the day, but we're the ones that basically expose people that are scammers at the end of the day. This is going to the blacklist, by the way. So right here, you can see there's a tracking number right there. Team was refused by the addressee, which would have been him because it's a restriction certified. And I'm glad they got it there at around 8 o'clock because that means he would have been home from work to receive it. So everything happened for a reason. If that paint arrived on time, he wouldn't have been there to pick it up. But because it got there late, it got there 8 o'clock. He was there to pick it up. See, everything happens for a reason. Whatever in the dark comes out into the light. Right here, your team was refused by the addressee at 4:23 p.m. on June the 2nd of 2025, Baldwin Park, California, 91706, and it's being returned to the sender, which means it's coming back to us. Told you, from the door, he can't back his products up. He's a rip-off artist, a scam artist. That's going to be used against you, Fernando, in the court of law. Because again, like I said, you don't want to paint it there, you'll paint it in that courtroom. I bet you my attorney will get you to paint that paint up in that courtroom. There's no way out of this, man. No way out of this. So pressure's about to be on pretty soon. Pretty soon I got a process server that will be coming to your front door. You got a choice. Either you take it from him or he'll plaster your door at the end of the day. And then what we got coming in next after that, you're going to have to either come to the door or they're coming in. They're definitely coming in. So it's going to be a rough week for you. But yeah, I told you, scam artists from the door. Call yourself making our paint at the end of the day. That's what you said at the end of the day, right? You can make our products. Yeah, right. You can't make jack. You can't even back your own product against your own product. It's your stuff at the end of the day. You can't back it up. So I ain't going to make anybody else's paint. Well, we're going to be on the forum sites today. All over the forum sites. This is going to the blacklist so you know. Showing proof that Jaime Fernando Gonzalez, a.k.a. Crow1176, a.k.a. Crow-3D- and try to change his name. The ghost people at the end of the day is nothing but a rip-off artist. He's been that way since day one. And all the paints that everybody else bought, it was nothing more than just black and white paint. That's all you purchased. That's all you got. Got ripped off. Why would you refuse something that's yours? Told you. Been in that scam for the longest time. Refused. Told you. Scam artists. I feel sorry for the people who back that nonsense because when we basically file these charges against this company for committing scams, that means whoever was involved with Mr. Fernando when he was committing these scams against these individuals that were backing this company, you're also involved in that too also. And we have your names, we have your information. I'll begin following first thing tomorrow morning. Begin the process. Told you, scam artists. And I told you, ever since he failed in that Network Grade 773 fiasco, he got caught on camera, he'll never do that demonstration ever again. Now, Fernando, if you sit there and say to me today, I'm going to file charges for sending nobody, your address is registered as a business. You bring that up anytime, bring it up. And we'll bring up the fact that you committed perjury, that you're missing sensitive documents that are attached, that you lied on a government document. On top of that, no paperwork. You're in a lot of trouble, man. Because they got to dig into that. They are going to dig into it. Which means they dig into that, they're going to dig into your landlord. And they dig into your landlord, dig into a lot of other things that are going to come up. Now I see why he didn't want his property to be found out. Couldn't find it. The reason why he couldn't find it. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. You couldn't back your product up, which means, as I said before, you're a scammer and a fake. It's your own product at the end of the day, your own paint. Your own paint. And everybody saw the video demonstration. We made it exactly as he has it in the video. The only one that's different is the one that actually has mica in it. Because you said Metallica, and it's not Metallica, that you have some kind of silver into it. Guy couldn't even back up his own product. Curious about that? How you gonna make my stuff and you don't even trust, you're scared to do your own stuff. So that's what's sent to him. His own product was sent back to him. The reason why Fernando can't do these demonstrations is because he knows that his paints are scams. They're nothing more than black and white paints. That would have matched his paint very easily. That's why he had to send the item back to us. I'm going to print that out, so I have that right there. Add to your other shameful nonsense. And I'm going to post that to the blacklist. Because the blacklist goes everywhere. I'm going to multiple forum sites with this information. It's going everywhere, Mr. Fernando, everywhere. Even on your own site itself. When you have under Facebook, right? Yeah, it's going there too. You're a scam artist. That's what you are. You ripped off a lot of your customers. You ripped off churches. You ripped off schools. Ripped off a lot of people. Made your product seem like there was something special and it wasn't. And that's the reason why he's going to be going to court over this. Now, the documents are becoming your way, Mr. Fernando. You said that my products are fake, right? Well, you're going to sign them. I'll see you in court. $1 million. You don't sign it within 3 days, I'll have a process server at your front door. You won't even get out that front door without that process server waiting for you. And yes, I will make it so that your wife, basically, anyone in that house or apartment over the age of 18 can be served, which means your wife will be served. That's next. Next time, stay in your lane. Fake products. Scam artists. 100% scam artists. Rip people off every chance he can get. Lie, cheat, rob, steal. Pretty much, that's what he does. Well, don't fake move. Don't do that dumb nonsense again. Remember, we already been through that one already before, so don't do that. Oh, got a process service coming from the CCB. Remember, we refiled for that, and everyone's going to federal. What's he gonna say at the end of the day? He's gonna say that, oh, I don't do any. Buddy, it's your paint. It's your product. Your stuff matched the Cinemax, a bit Cinemax. It matched the Cinemax. It matched the what was it matched the other one? It matched the Hybrid mix. It matched the Metallica mix, of course. It matched that. We had one of them come in from a customer bought one for us. We had a hole inside, it was leaking paint all over the place. Matched the number of your paints, and then we turned around and had a major UV paint, and matched against the sample that we purchased from you. Products are scams, man. Nothing more than just scams. Nothing more than just scams. That's it. I'm gonna get pictures of this. Post me a nice slideshow. Post that short everywhere it needs to go at. Refused it. Told you. I told you. Scam artists. Well, Mr. Fernando, if this makes you nervous, wait till we get you in a courtroom where you can't go anywhere. You can't refuse anything. You'll have to sit there and you'll have to take whatever my attorney asks you at the end of the day, and you will answer it correctly. You're facing a long time in jail. I want you to remember that. You're going to go to jail for a very long time. When I get done with you, Mr. Fernando, if I mention you're going to get 80 years for my copyrights alone, I'm being very generous. You're going to spend the rest of your life in the prison system. Because you touched my copyrights, remember that, right? Pull photo, right? All right then. Can't wait for a judge to see all that. And if you figure you want to retaliate, remember, we got your documents. We know exactly where you lay your head at the end of the day. Again, I'm in the process of having California State Police come to your address. Because the problems we've been having from you, Mr. Fernando, you carrying on and acting up. Including an immigration order, yes, I'm going to be contacting them also too and make sure they reinforce that to get them down there to have you incarcerated as fast as possible. You have been nothing but trouble since you've been here. So it's time for you to go. And go, Karen. Make it a racist thing at the end of the day. You're being sued for that, by the way, too, also. You're making that statement. You broke the law. No one in the United States gets to touch copyrights and do what they want to do with them. If we have to go to jail over here for touching copyrights, guess what? You do too. No special treatment. Thinks he has diplomatic immunity. That's what he thinks he has. He can do whatever he wants to do. I don't know where he got that from. Told you, scam artists, fake. Those people who sat there in the site where he made that product, go, oh, that product looks amazing. We got you all documented. You're posted already. That'll come right behind it. How dumb can you be? At the end of the day, the guy ripped you off on house paint. That proves this product is house paint. That's why it has a challenge sitting on it. Because he refused to do the demonstration. He didn't want to do it. And that's why he sent me that email when you did that fake move by saying that, oh, good luck sending me that paint. I moved. Ain't no point in sending it up to me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, Fernando, you know how we work at the end of the day. That's going to come with some consequences behind it for refusing that order. I told you what's going to happen. So now we have more substantial evidence showing how you were ripping off your customers and robbing them because you couldn't even back the product against a product that actually was yours. So why would you sell something like that particular product if you can't back it up? Go rant and carry on your channel if you want. Everything you do is documented, everything. And, you know, I don't think you think I mean business at the end of the day, Fernando. I really don't. So I'm going to have some process server. I'm some police come to your front door so you can understand the situation you've gotten yourself in with us. I think that's the only way he'll understand. You're a hard-headed guy at the end of the day. You don't listen, you don't learn. I'm going to really put some real serious pressure on you in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to make some very long, interesting phone calls to some agencies so we can get you behind bars. You need to know that you have to take life very seriously. You joke around with people's lives too much, you think you can do whatever you want. Time to pay now. Got you out as a scammer, as we always do. Let me see. Let's begin our fraud division. I'm going to have to contact them. It's another contact for that. He refused his own paint. How do you refuse your own paint? Your own paint, you refused it. Gee, was that sad. That is pretty sad. Refused his own paint. Because he couldn't back it up. We knew that stuff was going to match. Identical match to his product. We know we did the testing ourselves. That's how we knew it was going to match. We did that years ago and found that that stuff was going to match. I was like, good gracious, all this stuff matches. The reversal, all that stuff, everything matched. Everything was a perfect match. You're going here today to the blacklist. I'm going to make a whole new chapter for you in here for you. Now he's in here selling this paint and ripping his customers off, and he couldn't even back the product up. There it is right there. Metallica Mix 2.0. Selling it right directly on your website. Make sure you made money off it. So we made several purchases for this product multiple times, and you couldn't back this product up. Nothing but house paint. Gotta be, look, right over there. Sitting right over there. That's the real version of it. That's the one that has a mic in it. Same thing as the one we used to, some of it, same thing. Except it has mic in it. Same thing. Rip-off artists. And when he sold this product, you know, the same color as this. Good gracious, oh, their paints are weird. When he sold this product was the exact same color we have here. Right there, customer ordered from us. Well, I said a customer ordered from you and sent it to us. Metallica Mix 2.0. They paid $80 for it. Isn't that you? That's your product, right? Look at the color of it. It's the exact same color that we have sitting over there that we literally made for free. What a scammer. Gotta pay for this, Fernando. We're a rip-off artist. Same thing. Except for that one doesn't have mic in it, and this one does. Same color. Exact same color. So for this one's real. This one has mic in it. It's a real one. When you sold to the customer, this one we got a real one over here from him. That was sold to us. The customer got it for us. Turn around and made your products right on camera. There you go. This paint collection right there. Made by the same exact ingredients that we used. UV mix. All made out of black and white paint. Scam artists. And you guys went out and bought that mess and got ripped off. Look at this. That's the UV mix right there. UV mix is actually 6 tablespoons of black paint into white paint. There's each one of his products. The largest screens are the ones we painted and that we made using its own demonstration, and the smaller ones are the ones we paid for. Identical match on every single one of them. So this is what we're going to use against you in court, Fernando. That you went in, you ripped off a lot of your customers, and You lied to them, cheated them, ripped them off, put in policies into your website that made it virtually impossible for a customer to be to return an item, which you think all that stuff, we got documents on all that stuff. None of your stuff is tested. So it's when you brought up in court, they request your test, which you don't have. I can send you a UV mix or Frankenstein X. But I think you learned a lesson. Well, no, you don't learn this. You're hard-headed. You don't learn nothing. I can send your paints up to them, every single one, on it to make all your products. And use your same demonstration we use here to make your products. That is pretty bad. Now, if I really want to embarrass you, Fernando, I'll make your UV mix and Frankenstein and send it to you tomorrow. You'll refuse that, you'll send that back to us. I'll do every single one of your paints. I bet you have to return it back to us because it matches. Look at the match on that. Look at the match on that. It's exactly like, because it's your paint. We made it. Look at that. There's your UV mix right there. Made that too. Exact same color, everything. Oh well, that's basically about it for me. I'll get my paint back, thank you, and we'll just post your free ingredients everywhere. I mean, you don't have your websites on there. It's no good. It's not, you're out of business. You're done. You're finished. We're going to put it down as Crows free screen paint mixes, and everybody just makes as much as they want. You're going to have to pay that money back. You know that, right? So once we file this lawsuit against you, you got to pay restitution, which means you got to pay back all that money back to people you sold that product to. Because you made them believe at the end of the day that they were getting something really special, a special kind of paint by you. When you use high-end projectors, dark environments, and calibrated machines to fool and trick your customers. How would you explain not wanting to test against your own products? It's your own paint. And the judge sits there and says, well, Mr. Bird, how's his own paint? Here you go, Your Honor. Here's a demonstration of making a product. That's what we sent to him. This is his own product. And they're going to ask you, oh, Mr. Fernando, why didn't you take the paint? It's your own stuff. Why didn't you? You're going to have to answer that question in court. Again, Fernando, anything you say in that court of law, I will make it public domain, which means everybody's going to read what happens. Everything you say out of your mouth that's put on that court record will be for public domain for everybody to read what happened in that courtroom. So everybody's going to hear exactly what your excuse was for not testing that product out. He's going to sing like a canary in there, and you can all get a chance to read it when we post it to the websites. I got a website I'm building for it. I think I might call it Scammer's Confession. Yeah. And by the way, all the people had the tracking number. It was contact. I see my phone blowing up. Why is my phone blowing up? They were contact. Was a yo. He refused. Couldn't get out. He can't get out of that situation. Number one, everybody knows what's in the product, so you can't tamper with it. You can't tamper with his own stuff because we know the color of his own stuff. So you can't tamper with that. There's no dark Cinemax. You tried it the last time and you lost your PayPal claim on that dumb nonsense. You sent us that black paint. So we all know the color of your paint. So you can't do that either. You can't open it up. You can't tamper with it. The lids are glued down. So that's another thing. You can't get it. It's packed up real nicely and tight. Can't get in there and mess with that. And the videos have to be done live anyway. You got to unbox all those live. So you can't do that one either. Told you. So you see the situation you're in with Fernando? How there was no way out of it, no way to sneak around it? That's something to get you in a courtroom. There is no way out. You're going to be like a rat caught inside of a mason jar. It's going to be sealed shut. There's nowhere to go. So I want you to take that little bit of experience you just got. I want you to multiply that times 1,000,000. That's what I'm going to get you in a courtroom. Right in front of a judge. All that nonsense you did will be in front of a judge. So he can basically, he or she can cast down that judgment of how long you're going to stand behind bars. Unbelievable. I told you. Scam artists. Professional scam artists. What a shame. I'll tell you, you might want to shut that site up real tight. Because I do plan to get your product on my table. I already got a group of people already. Some in your neck of the woods. They're going to get that product over to me. You talk about this range game nonsense, right? Your range game versus mine. Outside in the sun. So I'm going to get your product. Only way around this, you're going to have to do what you did the last time to keep us from ordering it. Shut your site down. That's the only way. Keep it up there. They'll get your stuff. If they get a cancellation, they'll post it everywhere on YouTube. Oh, man. Unbelievable. And everybody said, oh, you wasted, I didn't waste $30. Why do I waste $30? You're being sued for so much money, it's not even $30 is not even anywhere close to what you're about to go through. Definitely worth it. Watching you refuse that order and send it back to me. So now we got cancellations on you. Put my money back in my account, cried on every single receipt. Get back any of your products up whatsoever. And this is proof you still can't back your products up. Should did the whole thing. We did moving on to bigger, better things. And what about your business? Now touch something else and see what happens. Make some false accusation again. You're still going to go to court for that statement you made about our technology. So following on that. All right then. That's pretty much it for me. Told you at the end of the day, can't back this stuff up. Oh, by the way, no one can refuse the order. He's the only one that can do it. That's why I had a restriction put on it. So he can't say his wife did. No. You are the only one that has to do it. This is by the addressee. That was you. There were specifically strict instructions that only you, that's why I paid that extra money, can only do it. If not, they keep coming back. So when do we get our package back? Let's see, track history. If I give me the update on this right here, so I can get it back over here. Oh, man. I mean, the minute that package came to the door, you refused it. Yeah. Man. Fakey. Now, when I post that tracking number, your address will pop up every single time. It will. It's all over the place. All over the place. And everybody has that tracking number. And when they go to look into that, they know that you've refused. So it's not like Jamie that it just happened exclusively on YouTube. No, that tracking number is everywhere. I posted that thing literally everywhere. So anyone who goes and look into that today or tomorrow is going to know you refused. So your sleeper is out with everybody. And it's your own paint. That's what makes it even worse. And can't say I put anything in it. Everybody watch me make it right on camera. They watch the whole video. We put the whole thing, pack it up and everything. I even came back in and did another video to show that we put the labels on the bottom and the side to show that the bottom line is it shows there's a paint mixture in there. We put that special label at the bottom, on the top and everything. So just to show, we made several videos to show that we weren't tampering, doing anything we weren't supposed to be doing. It's all there. I back myself up 100%. So you go ahead and make some little statement by saying, hey, there was something in there, was a dangerous package. Go ahead. Everybody watch me do it. I'll have something at your front door in no time at all. Some more documents at your front door. And this time I'll make sure I have police behind it. That's a very serious accusation to make at the end of the day. And again, Ms. Fernando, remind you, anything we bring to your front door that involves you walking into a courthouse will require documentation to go through, so you know what will happen. Put yourself in that situation yourself, man. You got nobody to blame. You talk a whole lot of trash on camera. That's what you do. You make false accusations about your products, conceal all the time about them being something special, different, and better than everybody else. And at the end of the day, man, you're something nothing but house paint. You know that. That's why you didn't take it. If your product was something different, you would have signed that package and went and did the demonstration in no time at all. But because you know it's house paint, we know it's house paint, everybody knows it's house paint, that's why you didn't do it. How many people did you rip off? Probably a lot. Scammed or ripped off a lot of people. Think about the people who bought that product, that Metallica Mix 2.0, bought that stuff. Think about those people at the end of the day. Jeez. Alright. I'm going to do some pictures of all this. Make a short video and then add it to the blacklist. And then repost it everywhere else. And we'll use it against you in court. I'm done here, Mr. Fernando. I got work to go back to. You keep it up, I'll send down all your paints to you, to your front door. Each one of them will carry a charge behind it, showing that you cannot back up your products at the end of the day. We'll use it against you in court. You want more abuse? I can give you as much as you want. But I think what's really going to kick in, have those officers come to your front door. That you're going to definitely at the end of the day. Because remind you, you made sheriff's threats. I have you in a police folder at 26, I think 26 accounts. So someone was telling me that we have enough that we can contact the district and your area to have someone go over and take care of that. And now since we have that control order here from immigration, we're just explaining to them about that problem too also we're having. Get you wrapped up right away. Do too much, man. There's something wrong with you at the end of the day. All this because you wanted our product for free. Couldn't even back your own stuff up. That is pathetic. Your own product, and you couldn't back it up. Because you lied and ripped off all your customers. Probably on YouTube right now trying to explain some dumb nonsense at the end of the day. No, there's no way that we can get around this, you rat. There's no way you can get around this. You ripped off your customers. That was your paint. Everybody saw me make it. If you made an upgrade version. So it looks like the upgrade version was better than his stuff. Because he couldn't even go against that either. Alright, I'm done here. I'm wasting more time on you, buddy.